Hello, everyone, and welcome to the little statistics video for Return of the King Tournament 2025. I won't have a whole lot for you here, but I just wanted to give you a little bit. This is a little table I've created of the games that were played in the tournament. So you can see the players who won, what type of victory. I'm using Free People's Ring victory and Shadow Player military victory, abbreviations like that. Which companions were separated. I didn't go into the whole detail of like where they all ended up and who was at war. So if you want to go to ultra detail, all of these replays are available through the community website. Just search for these pairings and sort by tournament for November, December of 2025, and you'll be able to pull these up if you want specific game. Whether a Elven Ring was used, and if an Elven Ring was not used, what card was used to get to Minas Tirith, and then where Aragorn was crowned. So Minas Tirith, Dol Amroth, or the 3 times he was in Pelargir. How long the game went, so what round the game ended on, how much corruption the Fellowship ended on, and what round Gandalf was got. In particular, this game is of note. Gandalf was never the Free People dunked without Gandalf, so he never arrived. This one is the bottom game here is also interesting in that the game went to round 11, and Gandalf did not show up until round 8. So that's very late, and might have had some and yet the Free People had a ring victory, so apparently he wasn't that late. Overall, there were 8 Free People wins, 1 military victory. You can go watch that video if you like, and then 7 dunks, and then there were 9 Shadow Player military victories, or 9 Shadow Player victories, 7 military victories, 1 corruption, and then the reason those don't add up is there was 1 resignation. The resignation, you can go find the game if you like, but Aragorn fights a not very risky at all field battle in which over the course of 3 rounds Shadow rolls 9 6s. So that didn't go well for Aragorn, and then it was a really hard recovery with a really rough Day Without Dawn a couple rounds later. So there are a couple. I guess I don't have a whole lot more. There were a couple fun ones. Let's see. Legolas came out a couple times, and did some interesting stuff in usually Lorien. Gimli came out several times to be used with Book to get the dwarves to war, and at least once with to go all the way to Erebor with there and back again. So that was kind of fun. He might have made it just like to Dale for the card, and then eventually to Erebor. I forget. What other interesting things? I expected Dol Amroth to be the crowning location the most often, but in fact, it was tied with Pelargir for least. The average game length was 9.5 rounds. That's, I would say, a bit higher than the average game length. I haven't run the stats, but a Strider sprint can reliably end on round 7, I would say. So it's a little interesting that, and I guess in my average here, yes, and when that average for 9.5 games is removing the one resignation game that ended on round 4, which would have dragged that average a little bit lower. So you can see the games. There's only 2 games that ended in round 7, several on round 11, one on round 12. So the Free People were moving ultra slow. Bihili was moving really slow. But hey, dunked with 8 corruption, so we'll take it. Anyway, so hope you all enjoyed. Not a short video. Obviously, feel free to pause if you want to parse this. I did try to line all the things up correctly with their their game. So I apologize if there's any inconsistencies here. Thank you everyone who participated. All these players were super great. I thought this tournament was going to take significantly longer than it did. These players all were ultra snappy to pair with their partners, get their games played, and report in. It was really nice, and Mentai was able to give you all 7 games for the holiday season. So, and then of course, congratulations to our winner. And yeah, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you when I return to pseudo normally scheduled programming here in 2026. Happy New Year.